For cleaning up the inside of this for my piece to fit down in there properly, I'm going to use an air tool, just with just one of the little plastic disc holders. It's got these little screw-on discs, so these things are great. This is a flap disc style, and then I also have some of these that are just a really aggressive. That's a 36 grit, just a sanding disc on there. So it is important to make sure that with the air tool, you're oiling that tool each time you use it. I used to not do this, and I found that it does make a big difference when you keep them oiled. So a few drops of oil. As you can see here, my oil bottle sprung a leak at some point. I think I accidentally hit it with something, poked a hole in it, so I put it in this jar, labeled it, and then I just use a nail, dip that down in, and it runs down off that point really nice. And I actually like it this way better than with the bottle. So So I've got a little bit more to grind away. I'm not laying perfectly flat in there yet. And what I did, I was hoping I could make it getting this cleaned up. So I unplugged the air compressor. So I'm going to go ahead, plug the air compressor back in, let it charge back up, get that ground down a little better, right down the center. I've got the rest of the area cleaned up in here where I need to drop it in to be able to weld. And that'll get the air compressor back on. I'll get that power going and be able to clean that up pretty quick. I know it's noisy, but you can hear the difference in the power. Alright, I'm super happy with that fit, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this piece up, clean all the surface rust off of that, and I'll go ahead and put a 45 on my upper and lower edges, and that'll let me get real nice down in between the frame and that plate. I got a little bit of a wobble there, but not bad, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Alright, I have my inside cleaned up. I went ahead and sprayed that with some weldable primer. Did the same with the back side of this piece. And hopefully you'll be able to see, I did cut the bevels on the edges, so I went the full length here and the full length here, and then when I drop this piece down in place, move the camera over so you can get a better view. So that's going to give me a really nice trench there to drop the weld into. Same thing up here. And so with the metal here, I went ahead and put one of those Scotch-Brite discs on my little grinder, and I cleaned up both sides of that real good before I gave the primer coat on that other side. So this is a new weldable primer that I'm using. So I'm going to see how it works out. It's supposedly kind of a combo self-etching, and it'll work as a weldable primer as well. So once I give it a try here, if it works, I'll show you guys what it is. It's a rattle can, and we'll go from there.